Cowboys ready. Let's go. While they chase headlines, he's digging through the tape. Third string grind, every snap, every rep, everybody talking first round, same names again. Danny in the shadows, finding value in the 10. Stopwatch ticking, notebooks full of ink. Missed by the cameras, but he sees what you think you didn't see. From small schools to backups with a chance. If there's a sleeper on the board, he already made the call in advance. Danny Savage, draft guru, breaking down the board like a pro really do. Late round legends, yeah, he's standing on the truth. Day 3, Danny turning pigs into proof. When the lights fade out and the crowd goes home, that's when the future gets quietly grown. 6th, 7th round, undrafted dreams. You connecting all the dots in between the schemes. Traits over hype, film over fame. If the league missed it, he's calling the name. Every year, gotta steal, every class got a few. When they go and show brand, Danny says, watch this dude. Danny Savage, draft guru. If it's sitting on the board, Jay's finding it too. From the war room top to the long shot crew. Day 3, Danny, yeah, the legends coming through. Yeah. This is Danny Savage, draft guru. Let's go. Let's get into it. This is Danny Savage, draft guru. Let's get into it.
Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage, draft guru. If you like the video, subscribe, give it a like, hit the hyper button. Also, don't forget to click on the notifications so you know when the champ goes live. I'm going to mix it up a little bit different than yesterday. Yesterday, I ranked from 10 to 1 wide receiver, but I think the video went a little bit too longer, so I'm going to be doing increments of 5 now. Now, every single person I spoke about yesterday, every single person I'm talking about now, there's numerous videos on my channel. There's also videos in the videos on them shows all their stats, all their highlights. So this one we're going to be doing 5 wide receivers. So we're going to be going 15, 14, 13, 12, and 11. We'll get to Manana later on at the end of the show. So at 15, we're going to be talking about Alabama wide receiver Germie Bernard. Nice size. 6'1", 205. He had I ain't going to say an explosive, crazy year, but Alabama's quarterback I'm not a fan of. And, he still rocked out with 64 receptions for 862 yards with 7 TDs. And he has nice size, and he's a very willing run blocker. Dallas fan 705. Boom. Hey, Savage, I just went live myself. I was watching Yo on 5th channel. Yeah, I had to go off, man. That kid, you just can't say. If you were to ask that kid, all right, we can take Jesus Christ off the cross, but we're gonna put Dak Prescott on the cross. Are you for that? That kid would say, F Jesus, leave him on the cross. Dak's a great quarterback. That kid, you just can't have a conversation with him about Dak Prescott. That's why I truly have taken a lot of step backs, and I hate talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and because I can't have a conversation with 90% of the fans of them because they're clueless. People like him are the reason lie detectors are not used in courts, because pathological liars believe their own lies. But it is what it is. Crazy some of the stuff. Yeah, it's just a joke, man. I had to stop. I couldn't. How many All-Pros did Dak have on that defense? In 1992, when Dallas won their first Super Bowl, they had 0. They had 0 All-Pros on that defense. 0. What do you think of that? But then he moves the goalpost. Oh, but they had a running back. Listen, bro, not even worth it. There's fans There's casual fans. Then there's fans that think they know it. And then if you only watch one team, listen, I don't even want to talk about it, man, because that kid makes me vomit. Uh, if you watch his channel, like he's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, reach out to me, bro. I'll send you some of the Devil's green lettuce and his bootleg Timu jerseys he sells. That's some fucking side gig for you there, man. So Jamie Bernard, like I said, more than willing going across the middle. He will go across the middle. He has nice size, and I think Jamie Bernard he could be a very sleeper off of this list I'm coming at you, and he could come higher. Next kid at 14, it's amazing. I don't know, man. I just can't see how a wide receiver with 600 yards, 5 touchdowns, and they're calling him a first round wide receiver in this draft. And I like this kid. We're going to be talking about Malachi Fields, wide receiver, Notre Dame. Off the top of my head, he spent 2 years at Virginia, and then he transferred to Notre Dame. He had nice 630 yards for 5 TDs with what stands out 17.5 yards per catch reception. He's deceptively fast. He will go up and get that ball. He will go across the middle. He will run block. But until I see much, much better production, I simply look in the mirror and I like him. I cannot put him in the first round. Yo, he might make you look stupid. And yo, if he does, God bless him. But right now, he's 14. This 14, 13, we could have flip-flopped. But at 13, I went with Antonio Williams out of Clemson. 55 catches for 604 yards and 4 TDs. 5'11", 190. Clemson was a straight-ass shit show this year. Horrendous. They were horrendous this year. And he made the best out of a bad situation, Antonio Williams. I think he's fast. He can take the top of the defense off. He will stretch the field, and he will help out the running game. He's a sleeper too. Next kid I'm coming with at 12. Now, I dropped this kid like, I'm going to say maybe September. And people are like, oh, this kid's not even going to get drafted. And I'm like, but I store that back here. Knock on wood. And his name is Eric Mcalister, wide receiver, TCU, Texas Christian Horned Frogs. And I don't know, I must have saw something pretty good from him. He finished with 72 receptions, a shade under 1,200 yards, and he's 6'3" and 205. He won't get out of the third round. Now, number 11 could have easily been in my top 10. Easily. And his name is Skyler Bell from UCONN. 5'11", 190. This kid has jets. He's a speedster. He caught 100 and he's not the biggest. He's 5'11", 190, but he's durable enough. He caught 101 passes for 1,280 yards. So that just shows you the toughness on him. And like 13 touchdowns this kid had. And he could have easily have been in last night's top 10 wide receiver class. Had to step away. I hear you. I'm a diehard fan, and I rock with you. Oh, of course. Listen, bro, we all just want the team to win, but there's some people you just can't have a conversation with, because if you all voted to take Jesus off the cross, they would say, no, leave him on. It's just, This is why from day one I made this a college draft channel. This is why from day one I made this a me channel. There's a zillion cowboy channels out there. What do I care, bro? Some of my biggest viewed videos, you know what? Philadelphia Eagles fans, the biggest ones. And they come on here and they say, like, yo, we rock with you because you're like one of the few. And there's even ones that go on Fifth and JB Cowboys fans, and they say, yo, like you're one of the few dudes who keep it real. I say the truth even when I lie. But bro, if I call bullshit, I'm gonna say it. And that might not be popular, but I'm okay playing the bad guy. There always needs to be a bad guy. Remember that. And I play it well, and I've done it my whole life. Malachi Fields reminds me of Pickens. I think Malachi Fields is a much, much bigger. I think he's bigger than Pickens. Pickens, I think, is a little bit more athletic. I don't think Pickens will go over the field. He won't go over the middle like Malachi Fields. Malachi Fields definitely has a bigger build, I think, and he'll go up for the ball. Listen, he could easily be in this top 10. From what I've seen, and his best football is probably ahead of him, but just from what I've seen, and like they just showed him at the Senior Bowl, and then like he's catching balls with shorts and t-shirts on at the combine, and everyone is saying, "Oh, that guy's a first round draft pick. That guy's a first round draft pick." If you can't find a better corner, a better safety, a better linebacker, a better offensive tackle, a better defensive tackle in round one than Malachi Fields, you should be fired as an NFL general manager. I'm sorry. I'm not saying he's bad, but I can find players that are much, much higher on the board than Malachi Fields. And I've said it from day, I said it from May. It's a good wide receiver class. I think as we get to round 2, round 3, that's where the great, great value is. Let's see. He played for my Irish. No, yeah, listen, I when I was a kid, I was a big Irish 805 on. Boom. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Just don't pick up the JC. Wait, the Star of Death. Oh yeah. Listen. Like I said, you guys gotta let me know who he likes, man. Because and I will. Whoever he likes, I will. I just hope he doesn't like Cornell Tate, because Cornell Tate is my number one wide receiver. But it is what it is. But yo, Skyler Bell from UConn, check him out, man. Like I said, all his videos, everyone's videos, stats, highlights are all in my channels. Eric Mcalister, TCU, Antonio Williams, Malachi Fields, Germie Bernard. So like I said, I just wanted to go with the shorter, because last night I dropped 10 wide receivers and it turned into like a half-hour show. So I think just doing it little by this, it'll make it easier for people to watch. So now mañana, I'm going to drop 5 more wide receivers. And then tomorrow, I'm probably going to spend the entire day breaking down the offensive linemen. Now, most draft people, they give you 10 offensive tackles and they give you 10 interior. That's guards and centers. You'll be getting 30 offensive tackles tomorrow. You'll be getting 30 guards tomorrow, and you'll be getting 30 centers tomorrow. So you'll be getting 90 offensive linemen. And when it comes to defense, I might do defense Sunday or Monday. Defensive linemen alone, it's going to be another 100. So it is what it is. Yeah, JC, the Star of Death. Good scouting. I just left a like. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Listen, if you like the channel, Sub and subscribe. Give it a like, man. That's all I ask. You'll never see me putting a cash shop up there. You'll never see that. I can't pronounce your name. Shapak 51. Thank you for jumping in the chat. I'm a Vikings fan. No, that's cool. Yo, this channel is for all 32 NFL teams. So you also see last year when the season's over, I rank. I give every team a draftable grade A, B, C, D, E, F. Vikings, yo, your skill positions are set, man. You just have to find out with McCarthy. He's so far he's injury prone. The thing that scares me, yo, your skill positions, you got Justin Jefferson, Addison, Hutchinson, the quarterback. The thing that scared me with the J.J. McCarthy pick for the Viking fan, there were games at Michigan where he did not attempt a single pass in the second half. And they ran the ball every single play. So he was never asked to go out and win a game. That's what would prevent me from a talent evaluator from not taking him in the first round. You took him, then he hurt his Achilles, was banged up a little bit last year, but I think this year is going to have to be, he's going to see if he, you guys have you got Darisaw at left tackle. You guys have a decent offensive line. Could you use some help on defense? Yeah. The problem is right now, and I'm going to tell you something right now, man, as a Vikings fan, it sucks, but right now you're playing in a very competitive division. The Bears are young. The Bears ain't going anywhere for a long time. The Bears are not a one-year wonder. They're going to be around, and the more pieces they put around their quarterback, I like him. I loved him at USC. Listen, bro, he paints his nails, big deal. I don't care if you bang goats, bro. If you're winning Super Bowls, I'll root for you. What is the difference of what he's doing to what Dennis Rodman did back in the 80s? Back in the 80s and the 90s, back in the 90s when the Chicago Bulls were winning NBA championships, Dennis Rodman was an out and open cross-dresser. He was part of the NWO in wrestling. No one cares. As long as you're winning, no one cares. You got Green Bay is, a young team and they're competitive. Detroit, they're competitive. So now, like, the Vikings they're fighting. The Vikings are going to be in a dogfight every year for that division. And basically, in my opinion, it's going to come down to who stays the healthiest in the NFC North. But, you guys got the skill positions. You just got to, get some better on defense. And the $1 million question, is J.J. McCarthy the man? As of right now, I would say no. But but also last year at this time, I would have bet every dollar I had that Sam Darnold could not win a Super Bowl. So we all know what you can do with a good defense and a running game, and you're paying Jefferson. I believe you paid the tight end, but Jordan Addison is still on his rookie deal, former Biletnikoff winner at Pitt, then USC, or vice versa, USC Pitt. But this is all 32 team. This is for all 32 teams. When the draft comes, I go live all 3 days. I critique. I not critique. I just give my 2 cents on every pick. Then once the draft is over, I grade everyone's draft. Then I also grade everyone's undrafted free agents. So from now until April the 1st, I will be given rankings for all my players, which is over 500. 500 players I will be ranking. And then come April the 1st, we have fun. April the 1st, you're going to get your daily sleeper of the day. And this past season, half of my daily sleepers all got drafted. You're going to see my HBCU kids that I've covered. They don't get drafted. Okay, perfect example. You're a Minnesota Viking fans. Elijah Williams. He was I think he went to Morgan State, I believe. He didn't get drafted. He was an undrafted free agent. He made your team. He was a defensive lineman. He's a local kid. I watched him since high school. My high school played his high school. He didn't get drafted. He made the 53. He played 9 games. He had like 10, 11 tackles, hurt his ankle, and then he went to IR. But yet, who covers? I cover, bro, I find talent anywhere. I've dropped probably about 50 HBCU players already, and I guarantee you out of those 50 HBCU players, at least 15 to 20, if not more, will make NFL teams. So listen, bro, this channel is about me. It's NFL Draft 365 24/7, and it's for all 32 NFL teams and every college out there. Lemon, my number one might be my uncle. Right now, he learning behind Murray. All right, yeah, Elijah Williams. Go back to last year and look at the breakdown I did on Elijah Williams. Yet, all the so-called draft experts, are they covering HBCU players? No. But I know I am, and I know talent when I see it. Because we all know when you're rocking with the GWO, it is for life. Listen, bro, I hope you subscribe. Football 24/7, 365 days of the year. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in the chat. Peace. Good night.